Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Judy from Treasure Trunk, and today we will be closing the month of April. No further ado, let's get into it. What I really want to do in this video is just a recap. I did complete it and close the budget of April, so it's just gonna be a quick summary. So this is my debt tracker. I did mention that I will be coloring this once I got the markers, which I did, so I'm up to here. The next thing is that I want to show you is I did colored April credit card information. So it's 683. And what I did here as well, I added, let me just zoom in a little bit. Amex was there from the beginning. What I added was tax and insurance. It was not in my financial goal plan in November, but I added in as of April 1st. Financial goal is to focus on Amex and taxes. And of course, all the rest of my credit cards, I'm still paying my credit card the minimum amount. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to flip to April. Now the calendar, I don't do much of it. I don't put goals and to do because the only thing that I'm focusing right now is the credit score and the credit card usage. So as you can see, it's 683, 52%. I normally get the numbers on the 5th of every month. So the first thing I do, I complete my expense tracker. So this is my cash. I started with 706. I have a leftover of $17. I tally these up. I got the numbers here. And then this is my balance. This is my checking account. So I did the same thing, one for cash and one for checking. I add these numbers with these numbers and I combine them both. And this is what I have left. And I break it down. What I have monthly, bi-weekly, weekly, and other. It is green. So I changed the word to inflow. Orange is the high yield savings. I started my savings. It's not a lot because remember the first priority is debt. And retirement, I started as well for the month of April. This is a recap. I'm changing things around and I really want to focus on retirement. I'm maxing out of retirement for 2024, $7,000. I have 2 retirement accounts. Did mention that I want to put everything in one basket, but my husband said, no, don't do that. It's best to have 2 accounts, and that's what I'm doing. So my first contribution was on April. Now here are the numbers. I added all the debt, and the debt I pay so far is $2,897.76. If I take this number divided by the inflow, is only 53%. So I really want to push that percentage up to 65%. And then the rest was the miscellaneous or the variable expenses. Eating out, paying it forward, Jacob, Gabby, husband. I'm going to go over that in a few seconds about I'm writing husband to rent. And I'm going to explain that in a few minutes. Sub went up, a miscellaneous $4. I spent a lot of money on myself. Groceries was $90. I'm trying to buy groceries where I can cook at home and bring the food to work. I'm working on that. It's not easy. And vehicle is $155, which is normal. Now, these are my yearly saving goals, and it says events, but it's just tracker. In the beginning, goal number 1, which is buffer, I started with $200. I added $40. Now I end up with $240. $240 is what's in my checking account. So if I go back, my checking account right here. Oh, actually it's $204.60. So it's $204.60. $204. Now, my second goal is taxes and insurance. Of course, I'm adding 96 and 74, and then 94, 76. I don't know how I got these numbers twisted, but that's how much money I put in each. And now in my envelopes, I have $382 for taxes, $298 for insurance. This stays the same because I haven't had enough savings. And I enter April's number. From the numbers over here, I plug them in here. Okay, so in all my categories, this is not bad because there's a lot of zeros, which I like. I like very much. Now, I don't have rent here because if I put rent, then there will be 400 and matter of fact, I'm gonna do that now. We just received the escrow for our house with the new numbers. It went up. Of course, everything is going up. So The difference is I'm gonna give to him. He is already straying with all the bills. For the month of April was $412. But for the month of May, which is the next month, I'm gonna be paying him $220, and then when the number settles in, we will adjust that number. But it's gonna go lower than this. Now, guys, I am not in McDonald's anymore because that was another conversation I had with my husband. And we needed rebalance the stress that we both had, me having multiple jobs. It's called the yearly balance overview. And these are the numbers for April. Okay, so I started with a savings balance of $204 with 51 cents. For the month of May, I started with 204. Is it 204.60? Oh my goodness. I'm so silly. My memory is crazy. Or is it 406? Oh, it's 204 with 60, guys, for real. Oh my goodness. Look at that. I am so silly. 204. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna round it off. I did pay 3 credit cards, which I'm so happy. So the 3 credit card I paid so far is Sam City and Lowe's. The no spend right here. Every month I put this piece of paper. It's a no spend monthly tracker. For March I had 5. I added 6 days, 15 days no Chinese food, and other type of food will be color in purple. 8 days no spend, which is nice. So the month of May, I will put 8 days here. Now here, 5 days is Chinese food. So I only have 5 times that I ate Chinese food. The reason why, because I'm buying more groceries. I'm cooking more at home. However, my taste buds are taking me other revenue. So these are other foods that is not Chinese. So I have to be mindful of what I'm doing, my habits. This is what's going on with food. In my job, I work from 9 to 2, no breaks. I do 5 hours straight. From there, I pick up Jacob from school and I have to do that line and wait and so forth. By the time I get home, it's almost 4 p.m. I'm going through the whole day without eating. So what I do is when I leave from work, I have approximately like 40 minutes between me leaving the office to pick up Jacob from school. That's the time I eat. So by the time I get home, I am not delirious. Now, if I calculate, let's say $10 per day, that's $50 per week. That's $50. 2 weeks is $100. A whole month, that's $200. So that's why you see there's 285, 277. And sometimes, you know, the girls are ordering Chili's or something, and it's not gonna be $10. So that's what's going on with me eating out. My April debt payment plan. So here are the numbers. These are the numbers I am working with. Things does change. Life happens. Now I have less of income. Vacation did kicked in. So these are the numbers I have so far. Discover, Bank of America, Amex, Chase, Taxes, Insurance, Wells Fargo. Those are the main ones. Those are the 7 credit cards that I had for March. For April now, I have Vacation, Remy Rose, Target, and then I have the mortgage and phone. I am paying for my new phone. And the mortgage, I'm paying the difference of the increase of the mortgage. So far we calculated it was $220. So if I calculate all of these, it's $2,988. Now my income is $4,000. Remy and Rose hit me hard this month, and it will reflect my credit card usage and credit score and so forth. And you will see, even though I paid almost $2,000, but there's $2,000 here. And when we go down here, you will see that my numbers did not go anywhere. Of course, I am talking about the interest rates. The interest rate, even though I'm paying them $300, but an interest rate of 26%, it's not hitting most of the principal. I'm gonna pay all these little ones, and then I'm gonna go back hitting on the big ones again. And here for extra debt payments, I have retirement, and that will be, the payment date is on the 15th. So if I add these two, it's 7/12, which is okay because the paycheck for the 15th is $952. That will give me like a leftover of $200 for me, the variable expenses. How I'm gonna do it, I have no idea. Now here, the monthly debt progress. So the last month total was $248,496 with 51. This month total is the same. I actually went over $50. The monthly progress is still zero. We're still zero. We're -16, -50 overall progress. So you see how I have a lot of negative? Negative means that I spend more on this month than the month before. So this monthly budget is from March and this is April. But I believe last month I made more money, okay, than this month. Totally comparing to the inflow only. So here, Amazon, I spend more than last month. Now, I don't have Remy and Rose because that debt is for May. But I am saving $583 for now, but that I have to pay it for next month. Eating out, I was $10 over from last month. Groceries, I am $24 over from last month. And vehicle, I was $14 over from last month. Gabby, I'm under. Jacob, I'm under. Travel, I'm under. Treasure Trunk, I'm under. I'm saving money. Subscription, I'm $8 over because of Netflix. So I'm paying Netflix now. Okay, so I did spend money on gifts last month because I was traveling, but here it's $4 over miscellaneous. I bought a Florida ticket. I bought a Florida ticket. I was getting desperate. Medical holiday is nothing. Savings. So this is a new category, savings. What this means, I open a high yield savings account. So I'm starting to put money towards it. Retirement is $542. Pay it forward. Pay it forward is $90. And I give donations. I give people on the streets. There's an opportunity to give. I do. So that's where the money is going. And now I have rent, which is $412. Last month was $400. Now is $412. So the difference is I went over $12.31. I didn't write it there, but we can see that the difference. Now the total amount is $4,967. I do not know why the numbers didn't match. Last month, the month of March, it did match. This month did not. So I just want to show you quickly how I closed my budget for this month. Here we go. This is my inflow. And the total was $5,422. Out of that, $2,897 went to credit cards. See the 7 credit cards? And then these are my subscription. Apple, Netflix, Google, which is Pandora. And gifts to husband, this would be rent. And then the total amount that I pay was $3,307. with 78 cents. Normally, this is what is left over. This leftover goes here because I want to pay my extra debt, which is tax and insurance for 2025, which is equivalent to $340. I took that out. $1,754.81 goes here. And then here on orange, and what is orange? Orange is the money income from other. I color coded it where the money is paying what. So the green pays the credit card, the blue pays some of the subs, retirement, and the orange pays other debt and the variable expenses. Once this is covered, I have $1,152 with 59, then goes to retirement right here, minus that $542. What I have left over $610 with 59. This is the first payment to retirement. This amount goes all the way up to savings here. My high yield savings is $174 with 44 cents. If you take this, subtract that, I have $436 with 15, and then you minus the amount that you started, which is $204 with 51. I have left over $231 with 64 minus the cash left over, which is $17. So what I have left over after you subtract 17 bucks, the difference of $10 with 4 cents. I'm not gonna kill myself where I did wrong with the numbers. I am just gonna move forward. Once again, I was a little bit frustrated. I couldn't figure it out, and I had a major headache. But guys, I am so happy that April is over. Tax returns are done. We can move forward and have a plan what we're gonna do for the month of May. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use these stickers for the month of May. I will speed up this process, okay? Happy birthday, Ralphie. Happy birthday, Brian. Best wishes. I love you guys. I want to thank you for your support, watching my videos towards the end. It does help me. I am so grateful for your time. I know I'm struggling with my debt, and that's why I'm recording it, because I know a lot of people are struggling. And so I'm just doing a documentary to show you that instead of telling you tips how I got myself out of debt, I'm showing you. I am looking forward to the month of May. I'm very happy. Guys, stay tuned to my next video, which is budget with me for May. I love you guys. Be good, be kind, be safe. Bye.